Hey there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming. It's Luke and Alan, as usual for your daily dosage or weekly dosage of Kill Team. And of course we're back today and we're doing some arena close confines, which I'm really excited about actually, because we haven't done that on the channel before, and obviously we've done it just in time for elites coming in, so we've obviously got lots more options, so we want to see how that works. I'm going to be bringing Custodes today. We'll see how it goes. And then Al's got a massive Genestealer cult. Yeah, it is a bold move for the first arena game I was going to play. So I kind of figured, well, you know, it'd be interesting to see if Custodes are any better in close confines than they kind of are on a full scale. Well, I suppose it's the same size board, but obviously you haven't got like the close confines going on, so you've got more space to work. Who knows? They might do, they might not. We'll just have to wait and see with them. And then Al's brought a good number of Genestealer cult. Obviously we're playing 125 points for elites combined with arena. My guess is that's what tournaments will probably do now, is up the points to 125, even for competitive play, but who knows. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. We'll probably get straight into the kill teams for you. The plan with the channel at the moment for kill team is to kind of alternate like close confines and the normal board setup that we'd usually do. And then now and again we'll throw in a narrative commanders game, because there are still a lot of people that come to the channel for that narrative game and that commanders game. And although fun. Yeah, they're good fun for us as well, you know. I mean, we're not I mean, I say it every time, guys. I mean, please do look at the Patreon and consider showing your support, because obviously at the moment we've only got a few supporters in terms of Patreon, and the amount of content we put out is, compared to a lot of other channels, is quite a lot. I mean, I keep saying it, but if we don't kind of get the support at some point, then it will just stop. It'll just come to a stop, which would be sad. So yeah, but anyway guys, I will stop being depressing and we'll get into this one. We'll show you the kill teams and obviously the board setup. Hope you enjoy this one. See you there. Alright then, so obviously my Custodes kill team can only ever really take a max of 3 models. I'm a good 20, maybe 20 to 26 points below Al's force, and he's got a lot more numbers over me, so this is either going to go really badly for me, or we'll try and see if we can put up a decent enough fight, but we'll have to just wait and see how it goes. But my leader is going to be having the more ranged spear, Guardian Spear, whereas my other two, the Zealot and Combat Specialist, are going to be having the Storm Shield with the swords, as opposed to the spear. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously, there's nothing else you can do with Custodes really, though. I don't have much customization, but I'm interested to see how they do in arena. I'm curious. So we'll see how those do. I'll quickly flip over. Obviously for arena we get to choose 3 secondary objectives that are on offer out of the 5, I think. So those, if you want to pause and take a look, are the ones I have chosen, and I'll reveal those after I've scored them, if I do it whatsoever, during the course of the game. Al's going to now show you his kill team, and obviously what secondary objectives he's taken. Okay, so just a nice wide shot of all of the models in this Genestealer cult kill team, which is scaring me to no end. But we'll come down in on the left here, Al, and if you want to take them through it.
Yeah, well, our cult tenant is the cult of the Twisted Helix. They're experimental subjects. My leader there, Dr. Frickenberg, convinced these hive workers that he could make them stronger and faster, but they didn't know that they were being indoctrinated and infected into the cult of the Twisted Helix. So he's their leader. He's got a hand flamer, a bow and sword, and rending claw. Nice, I love the backstory.
I'll keep coming across here, so combat specialist.
Combat specialist with a rock cutter.
Yep.
A zealot with a rock saw. And a heavy with a mining laser. Then we've got an ordinary guy with a seismic cannon.
All of these big weapons.
That's all my big stuff. Then there's a dude just with an auto gun but a cult icon. And then we've got a acolyte leader with a power pick and Weber, hand Weber. 2 shotgun guys.
One obviously in the barrel.
One
lovely model,
barrel.
Great conversion, I love it.
And then 4 Genestealers. One's got an extended carapace. Otherwise they're all standard.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice job, mate. And obviously a lot of quantity there, numbers over my kill team, so we'll only have to wait and see. I think not too long to see how that starts to go for me, but who knows.
Okay, so here are the objectives. Pause if you want to read them. These are the 3 I've picked out. And there you have it.
Alright then, so the mission for today is competitive play mission, obviously, from Arena Interlopers. I'll just flick this over here so you can kind of see the map setup. So you've got 4 objectives, and we've tried to as closely follow the map setup, obviously, to make it symmetrical and whatnot. And obviously deployment on either corner. I'll just quickly flick up so you can actually see the lovely setup we've got going here. These are all core space walls from the core set. They go perfectly for kill team, and then obviously the doors are from the actual arena set, and the barrels and different things. So absolutely amazing setup with this board. Obviously the edge walls, we haven't put walls up or anything, we just thought it'd create a bit of extra illusion for the actual battlefield to put all the stuff in the middle, all the actual walls. But obviously we're still going to use the red lines on the outskirts for the actual walls. These are just here for aesthetic, if you like, but obviously the actual terrain bits will count as being there. Otherwise, folks, that is the table setup, but pretty simple for Arena. Obviously, you've seen our 3 secondary objectives that we chose. We chose from these options here. Ends after battle round 4, so nice, short, simple game. Deployment as same as always. No scouting phase, and we don't do that in our games anymore anyway. Victory conditions, take and hold. So at the end of the battle round, a player scores a victory point for each of the following. So if you control 1 or more objective markers, 2 or more objective markers, and if you control more than your opponent, you get a victory point as well. A player cannot score more than 9 victory points for the victory conditions in this mission. Then you have the special rule for this one, which is activate engines. So if you control 1 or more objective marker, which you can see we've put out there, the green and the red ones. If you're within range of 1 and you wish to, actually I think it says within 1 inch of an objective actually rather than 2, you can activate the engines, which in this case are the objective markers. So you can do that once per turn, activate an engine, and if that model activates the engine, he's busy doing that and he can't do anything else. Except for I think if you get charged you can attack back, and that's literally it.
Right.
Otherwise that model is insignificant and he's turning on the engines, I suppose, activating that engine. Right then, so first roll off, let's see what goes on here. Whoever loses is going to deploy first. So a 9 for me, an 8 for Al. So Al's lost that one, so he'll be deploying. I'm guessing you're just going to keep with that side. I think we agreed on that, didn't we, Al? Because the map's symmetrical anyway. So I'll be deploying here. Alan over there will alternate with Alan going first. Obviously I've only got the 3 anyway, so I'll pretty much just be letting Alan take it away here. Okay then, so we're all deployed then, guys. So we've got, with the very different on either corner, that's for sure. We've got my leader here just aligned, ready to move around the side there for that objective. And we've got my other 2 more combat-y guys with the shields at the front. And then, yeah, there's your Genestealer, complete opposite, just a mass. I think a good divide as well for Alan there. And is that the leader at the back? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to be getting rid of him at all this game with the rest of the models that you've got there. It's going to be like Alien vs Predator, where it's just kind of like all I can hear is just scuttles through the vents, and like I can hear a massive Genestealer cult coming towards me. I'll do a roll off here for initiative. Oh, that's not what I want to see. Snake eyes. Oh, and that's a 5 for Alan. So Genestealer cult are winning that one for the initiative. We'll see what happens here going into turn 1. Right, so what's first then for the cult?
Cult ambush. So on a 5-up, I get to make a 6-inch move. So I guess I'll start with this guy.
The guy with the carapace?
Yeah. So he does not.
Okay.
And the other one, he does not. So that blocks that corridor off for me, really.
It does a bit. That's annoying.
Okay. Let's try this guy here with the shotgun. He does not. The other Genestealer, he does.
Interesting. Alright guys, so obviously that's pretty much all of Alan's men at the front here, and Genestealers etc. that can kind of use the extra move, because otherwise they're right next to the door. Okay. Right then, so movement phase then for the Genestealer cult, what we're thinking?
Okay, well I think he's going to
open the door, so he's not going to stay stationary, but he's opened it. And then I think those 2 are both within an inch, so if you want to use one of them.
This one's going to
in the barrel. Barrel rider. He's opening the door. And then obviously you can probably just start some normal movement then, I suppose. Genestealer, yeah, he's pushing around the corner.
Just to there,
okay, nice. Okay, so Genestealer moving at the end of his normal move, he can open the door for his mates to run through, no doubt. Okay, keeping the pushing round going, I suppose.
That's 5.
No.
So you can get right on the objective.
Okay. And then is that the laser mine? Sorry, laser.
Mining laser.
He's going to move to the edge there. Nice.
Oh, got a stair there.
Moving forward with the icon as well there. Just getting in behind those. Pushing everything around, I suppose. 4 inches there. Just finishing just in outside of the doorway. Moving forward again. Keep pushing forward the models. So all the movement done then for the Genestealer cult. Just all pushed around a bit really. And blooming hell, they are like pushed forward quick. Is that the end of yours then now?
I believe so.
So then we'll go into the Custodes and their initiative for turn 1. Right then, so my leader here, he's going to just advance, try and get round onto that door and objective, so getting +3 to 9. Also, I've started with 4 points, guys, for command points, and Al's on 2, because I'm at least 20 points lower than Al's 4, so I gain an extra 2 at the start. Ending up there next to the door, so obviously because I advanced, I can't open the door, it's only with a normal move. But what I will be doing over here with my Zealot Specialist is I'm just going to move up to that door and then open that one, because I'm within an inch. Same goes, probably I'm actually going to, I think, I'm going to come around the corner slightly with that guard there as well, just up behind, but because my bases are so massive, I ain't getting through there. It's such a thin hallway. But that is literally the custodians there for their movement. First couple of turns for Arena, I'm guessing we're not really going to be up into each other's faces. Right then, so coming into battle round 2, Al is already 3 points to my 1 because he had at least 2 objectives, and then that means that he had more than me because I only had 1. So he has 3 to my 1 points, victory points. Getting ready here to go into the second battle round. We'll do a roll off so he gets initiative. I'm getting a 7 this time. Al's getting a 7. Reroll. Reroll. 10 to the 7. So Custodes will be getting initiative here. So we'll see what we want to do. So for starters, my leader here, guys, he's going to. I'm up to 6 command points, by the way. Alan's up to 4. But I'm within an inch of the centre of that objective with my leader. So he's going to activate the engine on that for a victory point. So as far as I'm aware, you gain the victory point straight away for that. And then obviously it just means you can't do anything with him for the turn then. So I would be up to 2 straight away for that one. As far as I'm aware, you can only do that once per turn with 1 model. It says 1 model, I'm pretty sure, choose 1 model. So, but then worked out my movement here. I'm just going to come straight up to the edge of the door there. So that'll be hopefully within 2 inches of the objective, in the centre of that objective. Yeah, I am there. And then open the door at the end of his normal movement. Which, yes, I am opening that Genestealer cult can of worms. Right, either way, this custodian here is going to advance, so +5, that's kind of what we want, I suppose. So that is my movement. I've advanced him around the corner there to just on these barrels, so we've got a nice bit of movement to get into there. And then obviously I've finished my movement phase, etc. So we're going to go over to Genestealer cult and their initiative. I'm getting scared now. There's just a big wave of Genestealer cult coming through these small alleyways. Okay, so slightly budging up this Genestealer here with a little 1-inch move. So he's kind of in between the door and the objective. And you're going to just keep holding that objective and advancing. There you go, +1 to the roll. Is that for your carapace fella?
Yeah.
So the carapace Genestealer is pushed forward as well there with his advanced move. Normal move for the mining laser, yeah. So the cult icon, just moving around the corner with the normal move there as well, just to jump on that objective. Advancing with the Genestealer for an extra 2. Is that this one here, yeah? He's getting around the corner probably here. Advancing the Genestealer, not quite enough to get too far around, but to be fair, at least you're out of line of sight there. And then the Genestealer there. Running up to the door, the Genestealer with the normal move, and closing the door. But oh wait, there on a 5 up, I can stop you.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. Oh, and I do push that door back open. Okay.
Damn. Right.
Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so the door smashes back open. Another normal move.
Yeah.
Okay. Just pushing people around slightly. getting up into the hallway, but just staying out of line of sight from the massive custodian guard around the corner. What's the barrel rider going to do? There he goes, straight into the middle, rolling around. And then we just got the 3 at the back, I suppose. So advancing +4 so with this cult at the back there. Okay, moving all the way down to next to his Genestealer buddy. Advancing again for +2. With the is that the rocket? Is it mining laser as well? Mining laser, yeah. Oh. Third advancing for +2. Jumping straight down this way as well. There we go. So the guard here is going to shoot with his sentinel blade straight into the Genestealer. So it's going to be 4 shots, I believe. He's going to be obscured, but within half range. It's basically like a pistol, like an Uzi on the top of his sentinel blade. So this is going to be on 3s because obviously I'm -1 to hit, I believe, because it's obscured.
Ooh,
okay, so we're not the best. I'm tempted to even spend a command point to re-roll one. I'm not going to lie. Right, I am going to re-roll one of those guys. So one of those ones, I'm going to spend a command point to go down to 5. I've got plenty of command points, so I need to make the most of these opportunities here. Re-rolling one, so yeah, 3 hits in total. So looking now at wounding on 4s against the Genestealer. That's not good. Unlucky. No re-rolls left. So we did get one through though, and it is going to be, I think, 5 up save for the Genestealer.
Yeah, no AP.
We'll see what you do.
You got no AP?
No AP on the Sentinel, no. Oh no, that's not what we need. Oh dear. That is big as well, I'll let you know why later, but yeah, big deal. Right then, so that is it then for turn 2, literally. The Custodian Guard there couldn't quite pull off the shot to kill him, but end of battle round 2, or round 2 should I say, turn 2. Points, obviously I gained the point there earlier, but I've already done that. I do hold 2 objectives, and unfortunately Alan did muck up a little bit, didn't leave one on objective 4. I've done that too many times to count before, to be honest.
Stupid cultists.
And you only hold the 1 there, so you get a point for that. And I do actually get 3 more points because I've got more objectives than you, and I hold 2. So it's +3 for me, so I'm on 5.
Oh, you're winning.
So I'm actually winning at the moment. I can't see that happening for long, but we're making the most of it while we can. No secondary objectives still for either of us, I don't think. Go on to, I think, a roll-off for battle round 3. This game moves quick, doesn't it? 10. Oh, at 11! Okay, Genestealer Cult getting the advantage over the initiative. Barrel Rider, first of all, moving back and claiming his objective, bless him. Then at least you know you're going to probably have 2. Right then, so the Genestealer here is going to try and make a charge around the corner. I obviously can't see him through the wall. So no Overwatch for me. It's a 7-inch charge to kind of come around this corner and get on top of the barrels here and get to the within half an inch. Oh nice, 10 inches, so you can kind of go where you want around there as well. So leaving him bang on there in base contact, so nicely done. Advancing Genestealer here, it's on a 6, the neophyte. Okay, and then advancing to there with the neophyte there. Okay, so the mining laser here, it's just cutting around the corner there. So moving up the mining laser there is just normal movement, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving around the corner as well with the other neophyte. Just coming up behind. Right, I was going to shut the door with the Genestealer here. I'm going to see if I can keep it open with the Custodian again. Yeah. No, not quite. I needed a 5. So the door is shut now with that Genestealer. And then moving around with some of the weapons, yeah. Pushing round, there we go. Moving everything up. Just a little shuffle around with all of these models here, just normal moves. Everything in the middle is pushed forward. The Barrel Rider moved back just to be able to get on that objective. Going into the Custodian's turn then. Obviously we've got lots of big things to do here. My guard here is my movement phase is next to the door. So he's going to do his stay stationary and try and open the door. So Al, you can try and resist it if you want to. On a 5+. No! So the door reopens at the start of my movement. There we go. And then it's going to be onto the rest of my... I'm within an inch of this, so I'm going to activate the engine on that and gain a point. So he's going to remain stationary and do nothing for the turn again. So I'm up to 6 with that. He's obviously stuck in combat and I tried to open the door, I did open the door. This guy, I think, is going to try and charge here, so he'll target the Genestealer and this fella here. So you'll get to Overwatch here if you'd like. Because you're within half range as well. I need E6s. Nothing there, unfortunately. We'll see what I roll on my dice. 4, that is not going to probably be enough, so I'm going to have to spend a point to re-roll that on us. It's definitely not enough, so going down to 6. Come on, all I need is like 6 inches. Oh my god, that's brutal. Okay. Right, I've chosen to stay there, guys. He wasn't going anywhere, was he? Unfortunately, because even if I'd used the 3 movement, we've measured it and I'm about an inch out from the middle of the objective. So even then, like, didn't even help me with the objective. But oh well, he's staying there for now. I didn't want to be in range as well of the mining laser by moving my 3, so it's completely pointless. He might as well stay there and be a failure. And we've been charged this turn, so there'll be no shooting for him. I don't think there's any other shooting except for your shotgun. But he's just going to be -1 for having an advanced in shooting. So he's, yeah, take a pop shot, I suppose, at the... should have been within half range. So...
so needing 5s?
5s, yeah.
No?
No, nothing there. Okay, I think I want to say that's all the shooting, to be honest. Alright then, so going into the combat phase. Although I've got 6 command points, I'm not too worried about dying to 1 Genestealer, but, you know, words are going to mock me there, aren't they? So I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to use...
it's highly unlikely.
Yeah. So 3 attacks with the Genestealer?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
3 up weapon skill.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all 3 hits. I'm really going to bite my words, aren't I? But I'm toughness 5. So 5s then. Only the 1. And obviously -1 AP, is it?
Yeah.
So just 3 up invuln for me, or 3 up save in general, I guess. Yeah,
yes.
We're good. Going into my fighting back, I'm going to use the Zealot tactic. Killing Frenzy, so use when you pick a Zealot specialist from your kill team to fight in the fight phase. Until the end phase, each time you make a hit roll of a 6+, you can make an additional attack with the same weapon against the same target. But they can't keep generating attacks from the same 6. So 3 attacks on, I believe, on 2s, yeah, brutal. On 2s, 6s generate an extra attack. Oh, okay. Missing 1. Do I want to probably... no, I'm not going to re-roll it. I'm not going to re-roll that. So I'm just going to go into wounding on, I believe, 3s. Oh, nice. Oof. 6s don't do anything, but yeah, 2 wounds, -3 AP.
-3?
Yeah, nasty.
Got a save then?
No. So 2 5 up invulns because it's Genestealer. Oh, made 1! Could re-roll it. It's pretty crucial, actually, because you'll hold that objective.
I've got plenty of points.
Giving you a lend in hand there, but okay. It's probably worth it though. We both got lots of command points. Yeah. So 1 does go through, and it is D3 damage, so that's all I care about there. Oh. For 2 pick the highest. 2 6s there. He's gone. And I was saving a command point to re-roll that as well. So
it's the Genestealers with a big grabby eyes.
So the Genestealer was just closer than this guy, so I've chosen to consolidate into the Genestealer and stayed just within 2 inches to contest the objective. Right, okay, so calculating the points insanely close, and I don't feel like that much has necessarily happened. It's a really strange arena, actually.
It's fast, isn't it?
It's fast, yeah, really fast. I suppose that's how it's designed. But we're both on 8 points currently. We've both revealed our secondary objectives for this round, so I got cut apart for taking out an enemy model in the fight phase. And Al got engage on all fronts, so you have to have a model in each corner of the board. So each
quadrant.
Each quadrant. So you have the 4 quadrants, and he's got a model on each one. So really well done. I got 2 points in total because I have 1 objective and I scored the secondary objective, so I went up to 8. Al got 3 points from the objectives because he has 2 here, which means that he has more than me because I only have 1 because this one here is contested. And obviously you got 1 point for that. So 4 for Alan in total, taking him up to 8. 2 for me, taking me up to 8. So we are even Stevens going into battle round 4, which is the last turn as well. So it's all to play for. We have said between us that Al has made the point that he probably could have got another 2. Really,
I forgot that you could activate the engines, so he moved like half an inch to get a bit of cover.
And then obviously
he could have stayed put and got another point. Silly.
And then obviously like first turn, I suppose similar thing, but that's it, isn't it? I suppose.
Well, that's it.
3 for me for initiative. Oh dear. Let's see what you get. Oh, a 10. So Genestealer caught with the initiative. We'll see how that works out here going into battle round 4. So Barrel Rider making sure he closes in on the objective bit.
He'll do that.
So he's activating the engine there. Charging in here.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 is going to do it. So we're just going to have to budge him as close as you can get him. Yeah, that'll do. Moving around the corner with the mining laser here. Getting on that objective. I think you've got to do that now, turn 4, I guess. Same thing, moving forward the neophyte. There we go. Just pushing around the corner with these as well, just jumping into there. So getting everybody as close as you kind of can, I suppose. So okay, on this side at the back here, just staying put really, not wanting to risk the men, I suppose, here at the end. And then, because it might give me points, I suppose. So it's going to be going on to Custodes. We're going to see what we want to do here. Right then, so going into the movement, we're going to activate the engine there again for an extra point. So actually, Al, you would have gained a point, I believe, again for activating the engine straight away there. Same for me. Yeah, so I'm up to 9, and oh, you've done it. And I'm up to 9 there for mine. After both activating some engines there. So he's useless now this round. Otherwise, it's going to be a charge move here. I've got to charge in this round, last battle round, with that guard again, see if you can get the range. But Alan can just about see with all 3 here, so we'll do some Overwatch. So first to go, you're going to use the web pistol?
Yeah.
So D3.
So it's D3 shots, so 2 shots.
And then you get in...
Needing 6s.
Oh, nice, get 1.
5.
5s then, yep.
No.
Nope, not quite. Who else have we got? Going to do shotgun again?
Shotgun, that's an assault.
2 shots on 6s.
No.
Nope.
And the mining laser.
Have to check. Heavy 1 shot, no 6.
So no Overwatch.
No Overwatch in the end working out. So let's see if I can make this 6-inch charge, I believe it is. Yeah, we do technically get 6. I don't think I'm going to mess with that because I can pile in as well. So managing to get in just to there. So I'm going to stay out of base contact so I can pile into the middle one and hopefully attack all 3, see if what we can do, or maybe at least 2 of them. And then what we're going to do, I think, here is go on to probably, I don't think there's any shooting because I don't think everything's stuck in combat and stuff's been either charged or, yeah, so there's not going to be shooting. I think we're just going straight into combat here. So both using Decisive Strike, so we'll do a roll off here to see who... we'll use 2 dice, why not? So on an 8 for me, and an 8 for Al, so re-roll. And an 8, keeping the same momentum going. No. Oh, and a 4, so I will win that one to attack first there with my my Custodian Guard. So, and then obviously over here I've charged anyway, so... so I'm going to spend that point again for the Zealot tactics. On 6s I generate an extra attack, so I'm going down to 4 to use that. So getting 3 attacks and looking at for 6s but 2s. Oh, why am I rolling 1s for my hits? Not going to use a reroll, so we're just going to go, and this is all into the guy that's charging me, by the way. Right, okay, strength 5, toughness 3, so it's going to be 3s for me. Oh dear, what is with the 1s and the 2s? Right, okay, so 1 wound. So no save there, so D3 damage for 1. So we need a 4 up. I'm going to re-roll that with a command point to go down to... or do I want to do that? Oh, I might need them for over here. Flesh wounded then, I'm not going to re-roll that, just because I think I'll save the re-roll for this combat. It's far more important as far as I'm concerned. So then the charged Acolyte to go next. So Al's going to go down to 4 command points and use the Zealot tactic as well, like I did. So it's going to be 4s, and 6s generate an extra attack, because you're flesh wounded, so 4s, I guess. 3 attacks because you're Zealot and you charged. Okay, nice. And you got a 6, so you can re-roll that 3. Oh wow. Alright, so do carry on. So only the 1 hit, sorry, from those 3, because actually there is another -1 for him, because it's like using a power fist because it's such a heavy weapon.
Yeah. Strength 10?
Yep, so strength 10 after modifiers and everything going on for, is it a Rox or? Yeah, it is. It's a Buzzsaw or whatever it is. So he's on strength 10 now, so he's double my toughness, which is 2s with his single attack. Oh, 1!
Oh, I'll re-roll it.
So it's going to be, you spending it to re-roll?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, re-rolling that for a 2. Yeah, you're good now. It's just going to be a 3-up invuln for me. Yeah, I'm good. That's the only thing with that. Just Storm Shield all over. So now my charge model, which is going to be the Custodian Guard here, he's going to pile in. He's just going to go into these two, I reckon, and make sure that he kills at least 2, I guess. So we're going to go 4 attacks, 2 into him, 2 into him. So we'll do the web gun first on 2s, followed by looking at strength 5, I believe. So 3s, we're getting them this time. They're both -3 AP. I'm guessing that's going straight through the neophyte. D3 each, so D3 for 1. That's not good. 4 up. Okay, that's what we need though. So it does take out the web shooter, and then I've got 2 attacks. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, we're hitting, and we need 3s to wound. Oh, we do. It's paying off now. D3 for 2. Pick the highest. Oh, I'll re-roll it. I was saving it for a re-roll. Okay, so we're re-rolling the injury roll, which I'm pretty sure that is getting that right. So, and yeah, that would be taking him down on a 4 up. So down goes both. We did what we needed to there. Finally got him in. He's done what I needed to do, which means hopefully we will now be holding that objective, I'm pretty sure. So I think that's combat as well. I guess I can consolidate there, but we're going into the end of the game now anyway. And we're just going to be probably working out points here. You got the Genestealer actually to attack me back if you want to try doing that. So 3 attacks again with the Genestealer here. Going straight into the guard. Okay, so only 1. Can't re-roll either because you've used it in this phase. Yeah.
So okay, just the 1.
Yep. 5s, but you definitely get it on a 6. So 3 up though. He's good. That's Storm Shields all over. So we've worked out that the Acolyte with the supports he's got around him at the moment will be fine. So no need to take a test for him. Other than that, it's just going to come out of a morale phase. I'm going to have to work out objectives here.
It's going to be a tie,
It's going to be very, very close. We just worked out the points. It's quite amusing, actually. On objectives, yeah, so just to explain it, we're both currently on 9 points at a tie. I hold 2 objectives. I've now just about gained that one with 2 models over Alan's 1 with his mining laser. So we both hold 2 objectives each, which means 2 points to each of us because neither of us holds more than our opponent. So both up to 11. Then on to secondary objectives. Unfortunately, I won it by a point with Cut Apart because I did take out an enemy.
And you took out my guy who was in this quarter, so I couldn't score
that. Yes,
that
is the other
time.
thing. Yeah.
So that was an awesome move right there. That won you the game.
Yeah, it really did. Actually, I'm glad I didn't even think about it at the time to do with that. Actually, engage all fronts. The fact that obviously I targeted these 2 as well. I didn't want to split my attacks too much and go for all 3. It didn't really make sense. So yeah, I did win by a point. I do have to mention, and this isn't just going against Al, this is just us both missing the fact that you could have done it, to be honest, and just getting excited and pushing forward. But you probably will have noticed that Al could have got 1 or 2 more points with objectives earlier in the game.
Engage the engines. Like I moved him half an inch, like to get some cover.
Actually, the only one, if you'd have engaged the engines, I think it was turn 2, you would have gained a point from that. But I think when you missed the objective here, you wouldn't have gained another point for that anyway, because you've now reached this turn your max from all the objectives because you can only achieve 9. So on that basis, I think it would have been a draw.
Yeah. And I missed a couple of things. I mean, I've got the one where you need to be next to a board edge. I kept him tucked away here. If I'd have tucked him away over here, I might have scored that. Might have
been able to get it. Yeah.
But,
these are things that you look back on.
I've never played arenas.
Yeah. It's new for both of us, so neither of us have played it. So there were some of the things we could have both done could have been a lot better. I thought the Custodes were going to lose that horrifically, just from the first look. Just because I thought you've got so many models, you're going to get all these different objectives because you've got the numbers. But actually what I realised is that you can actually control the pathways by just shoving models with a storm shield in the doorway, and then as you can see, I've blocked the routes. He's got a massive
base, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. So it does actually work with Custodes, to be fair, to a certain degree. And then obviously you can take 2 or 3 models out with Custodes in a turn, so you can then control objectives fairly easily. Obviously, the leader was just there to gain the command points and just sit on that engine the whole game. That plan worked quite nicely for me in the end. Yeah, I don't think there's too much I would have done differently. One thing that will amuse you, I also had Death from Afar, which I didn't end up shooting anything from too far away. But if you recall, turn 2, I think it was, I had Domination, which is if you have more models than your opponent's models within 3 inches of the centre of the table, which is here in between these 2 stacks of barrels. Turn 2, I moved up to here, and you had one Genestealer on the other side of here, and my guard here took a shot at him. And I was just like, oh, if I'd have taken him out, I would have got Domination for that turn. So that's why I was so tense with that shot, because that would have been pretty cool. I enjoyed that though. That was good fun.
I didn't think I'd like Arena.
No, exactly. I have to agree.
Really fun.
I have to agree. When it first came out, I was just kind of like, I don't, it looks like it's just something for competitive players and it might just fizzle out, but it has caught on really well, and I know you guys enjoy it, and we've just enjoyed playing it a lot as well. Obviously, it is our first time playing it, so like we said, we've probably missed a couple of things. The game in general, let us know what you think. What do you think of Custodes in Kill Team? Because I'm pretty sure there hasn't been a bat rep online for them yet. So what do you think of them there? In Arena, should I say? I was scared. I was scared at the beginning of that game, and then as I saw how quickly the turns progressed, that is the thing that shocked me with Arena, to be honest. Because you are, for the first 2 turns, just moving. There's nothing else really involved with it, so it's a strange game, but really good fun. It's fast paced. You could set this up at work with a buddy and just play this in like an hour if you really wanted to, and you could speed through it. And I do recommend it. But like I say, we will be alternating between this and other Kill Team missions over the coming months. But I hope you enjoyed this one, guys.
Good win.
Yep, all good left hand and shake for on. And then obviously we'll see you soon, guys, and happy skirmishing.